In these videos, we're looking at different algorithms for addition and subtraction in an attempt to tap into your intuition. In the first video, we covered variations of the stack method, and it's really different. And each method is so different, and different methods are actually encouraged around the world, but I think each has their own merit. Then we looked at the fact that subtraction and addition are interchangeable. Because of the existence of negative numbers, we can always write subtraction as addition. Then we looked at my favorite method, decomposition with place value. When you add numbers up, think of them in terms of their individual place values to put them together in your head. And now we're looking, I think, at my second favorite technique, which is called overcompensation. And this is particularly powerful when dealing with numbers that are very close to friendly numbers. So overcompensation, how does that look and work in mathematics with addition and subtraction? Well, we're going to return to the same exact example, 304, right, plus or minus 296. So we're looking at both the plus, the sum, or the minus, the difference. So with the plus, notice that 296 is not too friendly, right? But 304 plus 296 is easy to think about if we use overcompensation. So 304 plus what? Well, 296 is really close to 300. So we could add 300. Even though we're only adding 296, if we add 300 and then take 4 away, right, we'll have the same answer. And you can think about it in many ways. Here, 300 minus 4, that's just 296, right? I'm writing that in a different way. And I'm putting the parentheses around them for now, just so you can see that that is the number 296. Now we use the associative property. We reassociate the numbers. So it's 304 plus 300 plus negative 4 or minus 4. So we can reassociate with addition here without changing anything. So I'm thinking of minus 4 is plus negative 4. And now, right, now look how easy this problem is. 304 plus 300, well, just think of the place value. It kind of builds on that decomposition method. 300 and 300 is 600. So this is 604. Minus 4 is 600, the answer. So quickly, I mean, you don't have to write these steps out, but in your head you can see 304 plus 296. Well, 304 plus 300, I know it's 604, and this 300 here is 4 above 296, so I subtract 4. The same works for subtraction. Same problem, but with subtraction, we can use overcompensation. So 304 minus 296. Well, we could think of 304 minus what? 300. And then what do? Well, we add back 4, right? Because we're taking too much away. Mathematically, I would write it like this, right? 304 minus, parentheses, 300 minus 4. So again, this in here, this number, what's 300 minus 4? Well, that's just 296, right? So when we reassociate these, right, we want to think of them in this way. I'm trying to think how I'm going to say it. 304, right, minus 300 together. And then we're subtracting a negative 4, which is plus 4, right? We're subtracting negative 4. Or you can think of it as distributing the negative signs, so negative 300, negative negative 4. Or you can think of this as plus negative 4, right? And here, plus a negative. That's a little confusing though. And you would still end up with the same sign distribution. If you want to reassociate it, it would look like this. 304, instead of minus, it would be plus negative 300 minus 4. This might help you just because you're wondering, well, how can we reassociate? Usually the associative property is only for addition. Well, we can think of this in terms of addition. Now here, this number, we distribute the negative 1. This negative sign is really a negative 1. You can think about it that way. And then we get what? When we distribute the negative 1, we get negative 300 minus 4 is plus 4. And now we have that in parentheses. We're adding here. So this is the intermediate step. Hope I'm not confusing you. Plus negative 300 plus 4. Now we reassociate to 304 plus negative 300, which is minus 300, plus 4. And that gets us here. I just showed you these side steps because sometimes students, we tell you in one breath you can only use the associative property with addition and multiplication, which is true, but with this kind of a problem here where everything's written in terms of subtraction, you have to always be able to think about it in addition. So that's what these steps are here. That's a little tough, I think. But watch how cool this part is, because here 304 minus 300, what's that? That's just 4. And then we add 4 back is 8, right? That's our answer. So mathematically, this is hard to show the steps, but intuitively, it's wonderful. Here, when you see 304 minus 296, think, oh, well, 304, take 300 away and get 4. But taking 300 away was taking more than 296. We took too much away. So ask yourself, how much more did we take away than we should have? It's 4 more. So when 304 minus 300 is 4, you add 4 back and get 8. And all this stuff here is just me showing you the mathematics behind it, so you understand that this is mathematically valid. All right, thanks.